So go through it. It is very easy. Now you can see phosphorylation, dephosphorylation. I have shown in one slide. So you can go through that. So dephosphorylation will make it active, this enzyme, and phosphorylation make this enzyme inactive, rate limiting enzyme. So only two enzymes, one is rate limiting. So there is third mechanism. We have actually in enzyme done three processes. One is three types of regulation. One is allosteric regulation, second is covalent modification, third is induction repression. So you can see induction repression also work. The reason for high adipose tissue, actually obesity, is induction. But actually what happens, this obese people, because we have very abundant food these days, so we keep on eating. So little bit hunger we eat. But in old days, when in hunter-gatherer age or in old ages, before industrial revolution, before capitalistic revolution, so people used to work hard to get food. That time what happened, people used to fast for many times, so people has less obesity before. And this days obesity is increasing. What is the reason obesity is increasing this day? Because of this induction effect, because there is constant eating. We are habituated in eating. We eat from 6 to 12 o'clock. We wake up at night and we have sugary biscuits. So we have pizza, this high fat and high carbohydrate diet. High carbohydrate diet causes high insulin. You can see. So long-term constant eating, so too much and continuous eating will cause high insulin. This high insulin will permanently actually cause a modification at the level of gene. Actually it increases the synthesis of proteins such as acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase. It activates acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase and other protein, other environment. It creates other environment that is required for fatty acid synthesis. This is insulin. This is how, through insulin signaling, you don't have to focus on this insulin signaling right now. So through a series of protein, actually it induces a environment that synthesizes fatty acid, and actually it represses. If insulin is high, it represses the environment that actually is responsible for fatty acid breakdown. Okay, so it represses that environment, and that is why obesity happens. So tilt balance towards fatty acid synthesis. Okay, tilt balance, because of high insulin, balance shift towards fatty acid synthesis. What is the treatment? Go for fasting. This is the treatment. You have not reduced the food intake, take quality food. So you can see fatty acid synthesis is increased synthesis of acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase and other protein as well, is with high carbohydrate diet, because of high insulin induces gene. And then what is repression? So you must have studied gene regulation in genetics, so you can correlate this also with genetics. So this is how actually hormone regulates gene also. Now repression is what? Repression means when you are in fasting condition, when glucagon is high, means insulin and glucagon ratio is low. When glucagon is high, then what will happen? That there will be low in this enzyme synthesis, or the fatty acid synthesis environment will change to fatty acid oxidation environment. So that is how weight will be lost. So this is actually, fatty acid synthesis. Induction causes fatty acid synthesis, and this is lack of fatty acid synthesis and repression. So if you understand this concept, this is very small slide, but it has very big impact. You will understand why constant eating and too much eating leads to obesity. So mechanism, transcription factors are this. These are the transcription response element binding protein is the transcription factor that will stimulate fatty acid synthesis. So this is also related to somewhat how gene is regulated by hormones. Okay, so you can see in your first AD only, see very simply it has given, though we have spent many times like half an hour, we have spent about 15 to 20 minutes on regulation, but you can see here it has given just like acetyl coenzyme carboxylase is the rate limiting enzyme. What is it activated? These two are activated. and this is allostatic activator. This stimulates actually phosphorylation, dephosphorylation, induction, and this is a repression. This will causes phosphorylation, and palmitic acid is feed back in. So this 4 is mentioned in your first aid. That is why I have mentioned this, so that when you see first aid, you understand that only important things are written there. So this is important.